Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Tom Nappy alongside Peter Thomas as we are ready for the regular season finale here on HCAM. It is the 16-0-1 Hopkinton Hillers, the 10-5-3 Westwood Wolverines, as we are just about to get underway here on this rainy day. And the rain is going to likely continue to fall throughout the game. But you can't beat this weather for a late season game, right, Peter?
You know what? After all the beautiful weather we've been blessed with, I will take one rainy day. But, I'll tell you what, the Hillers, this is an opportunity to chase history. There has only been one other Hiller girls team to go undefeated in the season. That was the 1999 girls who went 17-0-1. And our girls have the opportunity to do that tonight against Westwood. A lot at stake here. If they win or tie, they are the TVL Large champs. If they lose, they share that with Medfield.
Right. So a lot on the line here for the Hillers, and especially after the season, the incredible run they had, the incredible season, winning 15 straight. You really want to try to get that TVL title.
They really do. I mean, they have some unfinished business, and they have the opportunity to come in against a very good Westwood team. I mean, Westwood has shown that they can play, and I mean, really, one of their losses came to the Hillers. I mean, they have basically played a very strong season, and what's so interesting about that is when you look at the starting lineup, they only have two seniors that are starting. They are a very young team. I will tell you that the one to watch today for Westwood is Hannah Kalawa, who is number 8. She is their midfielder and their creator. The other one to watch, Isabella Hansen, number 19. She has 15 goals on the season, and she's a sophomore. So that'll tell you that Westwood is a very, very strong young team.
Well, for the Hillers, of course, you have that goal race between Georgie Clark and Maddie Recupero. Georgie Clark had a hat trick in that win against Holliston this past Thursday, and I think she played maybe about half the game and still managed a hat trick. She's up to 16 goals overall on the season, and then you have Maddie Recupero, who also had a goal in that victory over Holliston. She's up to 14 goals, so the race continues between Georgie and Maddie for the team lead in goals.
Well, it does, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, but didn't Georgie notch her 50th career goal in that game against Holliston?
Right, that is correct, yes.
Right, and if you think about that, is just incredible production for a high school player. I mean, 50 goals is an unbelievable metric. It's one to take into Boston College next year, which is, I believe, where she's going.
Absolutely. I believe she's up to 52 overall, if I'm not mistaken. But she did indeed grab her 50th career goal in that game. And Maddie Recupero she's also racked up a good amount of goals in her career. I believe she's up to 30 now. So I guess they have the career race going and the season race.
Yeah, and looking at the starting lineup coming out here for the Hillers, we have Joe DuPont and Georgie Clark, our two forwards. Madison Recupero gets the start at the number 10 spot. Oniga Kulkarni and Steph Johnson are the midfielders. Nina Zuganatis at the 6. And then rounding out your defense, you have Ashley McCann on the left, Alex Clark. Juliana Grantos are the center defenders. Sophia Zuganatis at the right defense. And then finally, Ayla Chase, who has been absolutely great this year in the goalkeeping spot. She's going to get the start there. So that's the Hopkinton starters. And then when we look at the Westwood starters, I'll turn it over to you, Tom.
All right, so at right wing we got Ruby Codrington. She wears number 14. Left back Allison Wenna, captain, wearing number 17. Center mid Hannah Kalawa. She wears number 8. Center back Caitlin Ferreira wearing number 9. Left wing Mackenzie Kaiser wearing number 11. Center mid Bella Wen wearing number 23. Striker is Izzy Hansen wearing 19. Right back Olivia Mason wearing 10. Center mid Olivia Shea wearing number 12. Center back Emma Liu wearing 21. And your goalie Alessia Chalangua wearing number 25, and Westwood led by head coach Seth Lukash.
In his 6th year, and Seth Lukash is doing a great job with Westwood, and he's very excited about where his girls are. As I mentioned, a very young team, so he's got a lot of good years to look forward to with this Westwood side. Hillers wearing their pink socks in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They're keeping it going, and we're about to get underway here, Tom.
And Peter, I'd imagine the elements will probably have a factor in today's game. It's very slippery turf when it's raining out there.
Yeah, you could expect the ball to skip on some of those long passes. It's going to be slippery. You might see a couple of girls lose their footing here, but I think, the Hillers, they'll settle in. This is their home field. They know what they're doing.
Hillers in their home green jerseys, Westwood in their away whites, and we are underway with the Hillers working left to right across your screen as they take it far side. Recupero trying to work into Westwood territory. Nina gets in the way there. Back and forth we go. Well, I think this is a good matchup heading into the postseason. You get a tough Westwood team, and it gets you playoff ready having those tough matches.
It does, and Westwood's spot in the playoffs.
Working up the far side now is number 14, Ruby Codrington. Codrington trying to take it into the box. Well defended along the edge as that's McCann up the sideline. Back towards the box now. Gratsos gets in there. Gratsos got a lot of time at forward the other day against Hollis.
Yeah, I think they were having some fun getting her into a spot she's doesn't typically play. But as I was saying, Westwood's spot in the playoffs is pretty much set at this point. So I don't expect them to go full strength. I think they might end up saving some of their energy for that. The Hillers, on the other hand, have everything to play for. We got to be TVL champs.
Well, I guess it depends. Perhaps Westwood wants to place a spoiler today. As that is set up the middle. Trying to work her way in is Kilcarney. Up to Georgie. Clark is looking for DuPont. DuPont slowed up a bit. Getting in her way was Olivia Mason and Hannah Kalawa.
So one thing you're seeing right away out of Westwood is that they're playing a man-to-man defense here. They are not playing a high line like some of the other opponents have played, trying to trap the Hillers in an offside position. They know they're fast enough to match up with Georgie and Joe, and so they're doing that. They're marking up and expecting to win the foot race.
Mason along the far sideline sends it up. The Hillers beat Westwood last time they met over in Westwood, a 3-1 win for the Hillers in that game. Kilcarney diverted there, as getting in her way was Mackenzie Kaiser. Here comes the Wolverines. Allison Wen sends it up. Along the near side, that is Sophia Zuganatis.
That'll be a good matchup to see Allison Wynn, number 17, the left defender, to see what she can do back there, because she's a senior, she's a captain, she clearly has skills with the ball. We'll see if she gets into the attack for Westwood.
Can sends it back. Both teams have a tent along their sidelines to try to stay as dry as they possibly can. And we have a tent over us today, which
hey, we planned accordingly.
Absolutely. You need it today. Nina sends that to the far side. Up the sideline goes Mason. And at a play, it'll be a Hiller throw-in. Ashley McCann will take it.
So far, both of them kind of feeling each other out a little bit, like putting a little bit of pressure, but not a lot of pressure. Hillers took out a lot of aggression from that Medfield tie on Holliston last week, winning 5-2, playing their reserves most of the game. But boy, did they come out with a vendetta. They were upset that Medfield game didn't go their way. It was a 1-1 tie. Medfield played them very physically and is the only team they've faced this year that outshot them.
Sophia Zuganatis sends it up. Looking for Georgie. Clark along the sideline. And we apologize. There'll be a bit of an obstructed view with the tents along the sidelines. Johnson sending it up. Batted back upfield. by Hannah Kalawa along the far side now. Trying to work her way in. Recupero towards the box. She's cut off, sent out, throwing Hillers.
That was a nice pass up there from Alex Clark to get Madison into that corner. The Hillers do so well when Maddie has the opportunity to operate in that corner and put a cross into the box.
McCann looking towards DuPont, and now it's sent out. With it is Hansen, sends it over along the far side now. Nina gets in there. That is aired out. DuPont trying to get there. DuPont matched up with Kalawa. Sent out of play.
Good job from Kalawa to save a corner kick there for turning that into a throw-in.
McCann will take it.
Hillers at full strength today. The only scratch is Brooke Burtwhistle.
And she was also scratched for the Holliston game. Is there any update on her status?
No,
for the
I think she's going to undergo an MRI, is what I understand. So she may be done for the year at this point, unfortunately, for the Hillers. That's a big loss.
Certainly is. Recupero sends it back. Johnson. Here's DuPont. Well, what's good is the Hillers have a talented roster, and a number of these girls could step up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got Nina TZ there with stepping into that spot. You saw her just there with the ball, and she's a great backup for Brooke, and just very competent. Just down the middle, the Hillers are very, very strong. However, I will say in academic news, Brooke committed to Brown this week, which hey. Things are working out pretty good there for her, huh?
Absolutely. That is sent over by Gratzos. Deflected. Recupero sends it back. Ooh, a little
dangerous
misstep by
ball
Gratzos.
there for dangerous ball, but Alex Clark is so fast she was able to work it out.
Kulkarni.
Springing Georgie.
Here comes Clark, closing in past the keeper, and just a little off the mark on the shot.
Well, it was quite a foot race. I mean, you knew Georgie'd make herself a pest down there. She turned it, and boy, it was a tough angle by the time she got to it, but that's the kind of hustle we want to see out of our forwards there. She was testing them.
Certainly don't want to let Georgie get open in the box too much more than that.
She's a mouse in the house, Tom. You can't let her do that too much.
Gratzos. Yeah, that's something Holliston learned the hard way. Throw in for Allison Wen and Westwood. And we do have some Hiller playoff news. The volleyball brackets came out today, and the Hillers got the 7th seed. They'll be hosting the 26th seeded Westwood Wolverines this Friday night at the Hopkinton High School Gymnasium. Recupero along the near side.
Wow.
Nice footwork there. Puts it into the box, towards the net, deflected, and it's popped in.
Excellent
Kulkarni
work.
got a piece of it, and DuPont came flying in and pops it in.
All right, well, look, Madison Recupero with just some absolute wizardry with the ball down there. A little crossover, a little pullback, and she gets the ball across to Joe DuPont. The keeper had her hands on it, but it just bounced through a little bit, and it was just scrum down there, and Joe DuPont sticks out her toe and puts it in the back of the net.
Beauty of a goal for DuPont. And what are we giving there? An assist to Kulkarni and Recupero?
I think we have to give it to Madison. I don't know how we would officially score it, but I'm going to say Madison did all the hard work on that one. And Kulkarni made herself a little bit of a nuisance down there, but ultimately I think it was Madison that set it up. Really, really nice play. What did I tell you? When she gets down to the corner and puts that ball in, it's tough. And again, on this slippery surface, goalkeeper Alicia Chalongwa there just couldn't grab it, just couldn't get her fingers on it.
That was 14th assist for Recupero and 8th goal of the season for DuPont.
Who has
Into
come
the
on
box.
who has come on quite late. She had a stretch of, I don't know, what was it, 10 or 11 games where she didn't score, but she had so many shots, and now she has just had a goal a game practically. She has been hotter than hot.
Absolutely. I believe she has scored, I think it was 6 of the last 7 games heading into this one.
Yeah, she really found her groove, and you know what I love about it is she's so opportunistic. I mean, that was a goal that she kind of finds herself camping out there at the top of the box, at the 6-yard line, at the 4, and she just makes her presence felt and finds a way to get it in.
Wolverines looking to move in. Grantos diverts them there. Westwood trying to work the near side. And that is sent over. The shot, and it's wrapped up. A nice pass and shot by Olivia Shea, but Ayla Chase was ready for it.
Yeah, Ayla read that all the way, and it was good position. It was good placement from Westwood there to go kind of on the far post, but not enough mustard on it, I think.
10 minutes into action here in half number 1. A 1-0 Hiller lead.
That was not a foul.
A bit of a softer call there, but it'll favor Westwood. Set to take the free kick is Isabella Wen.
Good one, too.
Very good one. Header by Alex Clark. Wolverines send it far side. Kalawa. Up to the corner. Who's going to get there? And it's sent out.
Good job getting a goal kick there from Alex Clark. That's just a smart play. She plays beyond her years. You know, when you see her looking at a corner kick and ended up deflecting it off the forward to turn it into a goal kick, that's just great intuition.
On the throw-in, Allison Wen. And that's out of play. Tom Nappy and Peter Thomas, happy to be on the call with you today. Big thank you to Joe Frackleton, who came out in the rain to do camera for us. That's why we pay him the big bucks.
Joe's a hero today.
Kilcarney along the corner, sends it out. Recupero. Turns it far side.
What a great switch that was.
Sent up by McCann, DuPont. Georgie trying to sneak in there. Clark with the cross, sent up. Getting in the way was Allison Wen. Sofia Zuganatis trying to slow it down. She'll send it up. Garanzos sends it back to Chase. Hiller's trying to work it up the far side now. Nina sends it up.
So with the ball, that's number 8 there, Hannah Kalawa. She's quite a creator for Westwood.
Ooh, Recupero sends it over to DuPont, and we're going to get an offsides.
Yeah, I mean, keys to the game for Westwood were to control the midfield, try to slow the Hillers down, don't overcommit on defense, and, get out of this game healthy. They don't want any injuries as they're looking toward the playoffs. I think so far they're doing a good job of not overcommitting defensively. I don't think they're slowing the game down much. I mean, I think the Hillers they're running their own agenda there. But, I think they're doing what they can. Here comes Marin O'Connor for Steph Johnson. Now, Marin adds some speed in the midfield there, so I expect to see the Hillers start to push now.
Georgie sends it back. O'Connor up to Recupero. Recupero looking to close in. She's diverted. It'll be a Hiller throw-in. Kalawa getting in her way. Recupero sends it back. Chipped towards the box by McCann. Kilcarney trying to get there. At a play along the near side, throwing Hillers. Zuganatis will take it. Sophia over to Anaga.
Good job. Good job winning the corner from Anaga.
So we'll see our first corner of the evening for the Hillers. Nina Zuganatis set to take it. Sends it into Recupero. Give and go. Nina bangs it across.
Joe DuPont waiting there from the cross. That was a really nicely diagrammed play. Nina put that on a dime to her head, but that Westwood defender just got in at the very end to slightly change the trajectory of that. I really like that play, though, that little give and go from Madison to Nina. Bring that corner, make it a lot shorter.
Off the corner. A header out of the box by Westwood, but McCann was there. Along the far side, McCann. Recupero. And knocking it upfield, Olivia Shea. Along the sideline now is Codrington. Recupero gets in there. Puts it off of a Wolverine.
That's nice of Madison Recupero. I mean, she's got a broken play here, so all she does is just find a way to get a throw in out of it, get something positive out of a broken play.
Recupero sends it back. Near side, Sofia Zuganatis. For Carney. Anaga putting on the moves. Sends it over, Nina. Recupero up top. Can slow it down. O'Connor.
Nice turn from Marin there.
And
Westwood defense a bit in shambles right now. Can't really clear their zone.
McCann pops it up. O'Carney with the header. Nina gets in there.
Look how calm that defense is, just switching the point of the attack. Alex Clark on the run. So well trained.
Working along the far side. Getting in the way, Codrington. Throwing Westwood. Sent up by Gratzos. Here's Recupero. She'll scoot it over to Clark. Georgie. Trying to shake the defender, sends it back.
Wow.
Recupero breaking some ankles.
Well, we're just having fun up here watching it.
Looking to close in, sends it to O'Connor. Back to Recupero, takes it, deflected. Nina trying to move in.
Tom, have you seen this team ever at all this season walking?
I
not
have
hustling?
Not. I have not.
For even 1 minute?
Nope, can't say I have.
I mean, it's one of those things where you would expect, one game.
Ooh, set up and collected.
One game, you might see him a little bit slack. No.
Nope.
I have not seen it from the starters. I have not seen it from the reserves. Every game, wire to wire, they play like they are just 0-0, just desperate for a win. Every game.
Well, that's why they're 16-0-1. That says it perfectly right there. Just the constant effort they put in.
Good run from Sophia TZ.
Deflected back to Sophia. Wolverines trying to move in. And out of play off of Sophia, throwing Westwood.
So that's Lindsay Bannister coming in for Westwood. Nicole Kalawa and Olivia Mason. Good shift for them.
Can moves it up. Look out, here comes O'Connor flying up the far side. Finds Georgie.
Yeah, I mean, Georgie and Marin, the speed that the two of them have, it's just incredible to run up that left side.
Along the near side, sent over by Bannister into Hiller territory. McCann tracks it down. Back to Chase.
Ooh.
Nice pass up the field there through two Wolverines.
That was a dangerous pass, but she got away with it. It's one of the things about the turf being so slippery and the balls being so slippery, you're going to see balls that have that kind of speed and things like that.
And now looking to close in Codrington.
Good bailout from Alex Clark, but you know, the ball is slippery and so is the field, and so you're going to see a little bit of stuff, you know, traps that are a bit errant, you know, an inability to collect the ball. That just happens when you've got a surface like this. It's almost drizzly. It's not like outright raining. It's just drizzly. Looks like Laura Mosier getting set to check in for the Hillers.
Well, we were setting up. It was raining pretty good, but it has since slowed down a bit. Georgie. Nice pass up the field. Can DuPont get there? Keeper comes way out. Wanted no part of that. Kilcarney back to Georgie.
Great pass, Georgie.
DuPont. Up top, takes it! Oh, just wide!
What a wonderful shot that was from Joe DuPont to go far post. Alicia Chalangwa was just totally stretched out there, and it didn't miss by much.
We got Laura Mosier coming into the game for Sofia Zigaranis.
I like to see that shot from Joe. You haven't seen her take a lot from distance this year.
Just past the midway point of this first half. 1-0 Hiller lead. Trying to work her way upfield, Hannah Kalawa. O'Connor. DuPont. Up to Nicole Kalawa, and that's sent back down with authority. Into the box, picked up. Nice job by Alex Clark. Along the near side, Kilcarney. Looking to get by Wen, sends it over. Nina.
Watch the Hillers on the attack. Look at how they always have an option. Somebody with the ball, look at Maddie's her option. Now look, here comes Oniga. Always an option. There is always an option. That is just amazing movement off the ball for the Hillers.
Georgie. Scoots it back, Kilcarney. And that is sent out off of Westwood. Throw in Mosier. Recupero. And that's poked out by Bannister. Sent back down by Gratzos. Here's Clark. She was looking for O'Connor there. Moving it up, Isabella Wen. Along the far side she goes. Trying to angle her way in. Throw in Wolverines. Pretty good turnout for the season finale tonight, the regular season finale. Hopefully there'll be many playoff games.
Yeah, it looks like the playoff schedule is going to come out Wednesday.
Yes.
So we will know more, and be sure to check HCAM and Hop News for an updated schedule there. We will make sure that you know. And we are broadcasting, is that right, Tom? These playoff games?
Well, the ones that we can.
The ones that we can, we will.
We'll certainly try to bring you all the action we can. There'll be a lot of Hiller postseason action. Girls volleyball, field hockey, boys soccer, girls soccer. Should be a lot of fun for the next few weeks. That's sent up to Georgie. Deflected towards DuPont. DuPont can't slow it down.
Coming back into the game for Westwood, number 19, Izzy Hansen, the striker. Izzy Hansen has 15 goals on the year, so, you know, she can definitely create for Westwood.
Off the throw in. It was deflected out. Header by Recupero. Recupero sends it back to Mosier. McCann gets it through to Recupero. Looking for DuPont there. Oniga.
Yeah, I feel like that through ball is going to just have to be perfect if the Hillers want to score on that. I mean, the surface is too slippery, and the Westwood defenders are too quick. So that's going to be a tough ask.
DuPont
That's a
to
nice
Kulkarni. Oniga sends it across.
Great cross from Oniga.
There's McCann. She'll put it towards the net. Oh, just wide.
I like that a lot. McCann taking a shot from 20 yards out, earns a corner kick. Joe DuPont was there. I think Joe was a bit off balance. She wasn't able to get her foot to it, but she was there to confuse the goalkeeper and ultimately earned a corner out of it.
Set to take it is Nina Zuganatis. It's a good one. Header.
Header, Joe.
Still in the box. O'Connor. And it's wrapped up.
Good shot from Marin. You know, you got the defense in a bit of state of confusion there, and she put it right on frame. Goalkeeper wrapped it up, but that's the kind of aggressiveness you need to show there in the attacking third if you want to walk away with a big win on this game.
Free kick for Westwood. Just under 14 minutes left to go in this rainy first half. Aired out by Ferreira. Carney trying to get in there. Sent up by Mosier. Working the sideline was Ferreira, but Kilcarney gets the best of her there.
Kulkarni wasn't letting her turn at all. She had no options.
Brazos. There's Recupero. Into the box. And it's wrapped up just before Georgie could get there.
Boy, Georgie she had a full head of steam. She was smart to pull back on that because she would have earned herself a foul if she hadn't, but man, that wasn't far off.
It's back and forth along the near side. Sent out. Up the field goes Ferreira. Turned upfield by Nina. DuPont. Georgie. Moved it up, hoping DuPont could get there. Sent over by Wen.
Well, let me just say something about Westwood's character here. We have seen teams that are down even 1-0, but where the Hillers are dominating possession like they are today, and they have sort of started walking. They've started quitting. Westwood's not doing that. They are very much in this game.
They certainly are.
Kulkarni takes a break. Steph Johnson goes in for her, and so the senior Steph is back in for Oniga Kulkarni, who had a really nice shift out there.
Recupero crosses it out in front.
Georgie, 4 people on her. Look at this, 4 women on her.
Somehow
What could she do?
Stay with it. Here comes Alex Clark crashing in.
I mean, Georgie is superhuman, but I think that's going to be tough for anybody.
Aired out. Along the far side. O'Connor takes it away. Mosier to Johnson.
Nice touch for Steph Johnson to free herself there. A little wall pass off of the Westwood defender.
Oh, tripped up. It's that slick surface.
Yep.
And a play off for Recupero.
Turf monster grabbed her.
Yeah. It'll happen at times in this weather. Nina. Along the far side now. McCann trying to track it down in front of Bannister. Bannister with it. Sends it over to Hansen. Sent back. Wolverines looking to work it up the field. Here comes Wen up the near side. Wen moves it over. Approaching, sent away.
That was the first.
And there's a long shot to the net, wrapped up.
That was the first sequence of sustained possession we've seen from Westwood. That's the kind of play they need to have if they want to get out of here with a goal because, you know, as it is, they've been chasing the Hillers around the field, but that was a good example of what Westwood can do. They can pass the ball. They can put sequences together.
Sent up by Recupero. O'Connor trying to get there. Here goes Nina. Moves it up. Georgie. Here comes DuPont. DuPont into the box. Takes it off the crossbar.
Oh, the post, but the ball's still in play, Tom. Here we go, Marin to Georgie.
Georgie deflected off the defender, and the defender a little bit shook it up. Clark puts it back into the box. Sent out. Along the
My
near side,
goodness,
out of
what
play.
a sequence that was.
Unbelievable.
Joe picked her spot, and just the goalkeeper, Alicia Chilangwa, just got her fingers on it to deflect it off the post. Wow. And then it looked like number 2 for Westwood. Who is that? That's Maggie Viano. Just took a gut shot from Georgie there. I hope she's okay.
Well, she stayed in the game. So you certainly have to respect the toughness there.
Indeed, but boy, she took that gave her second thoughts about her career choices, I think.
Olivia Mason will have the entry.
Lindsay Bannister coming off for Westwood, replaced by number 14, Ruby Codrington, who is the captain.
Johnson moves it over. And Mosier gets it up to DuPont. DuPont to Johnson. Now to Nina. Nina trying to put it in the box. Recupero approaching. Can't get there. Just under 8 minutes left to go in the first half.
Look, I think if you're head coach Seth Lukash, you are very proud of your girls right now. They are playing the Hillers very, very evenly.
Absolutely.
They are denying chances. They are defensively very stout today. I'd be very proud of my girls at halftime. You're taking on the third best team in the state right now, and you're hanging.
Gratsos. Ooh, out in front. Nicely done by Mosier.
Good turn out of there by Laura Mosier just to collect the ball and, you know, make something positive out of it.
Johnson looking to move it up. Nina gets in there. To DuPont. DuPont with the cross. Looking for Georgie. Up top, Georgie looking for the box out. Recupero gets in there. Trying to scoot it back to Clark. And that's deflected in the air. Slowed down by O'Connor. Moves it up into the box. Keeper's out. Wraps it up.
Good stuff from the goalkeeper there. Now look, I know you don't like to make predictions, and this is a risky one, so I'm going to step out on the ledge here. But I'm seeing the way Nina TZ is playing today. She is playing with a full head of steam. She's very physical on those challenges. I wouldn't be surprised if she cracked one today. All right, I'm just saying. We got 46 minutes left to see if it comes true, but boy, is she playing tough out there today.
Certainly is. This is a game both teams certainly leaving it all on the field here in the regular season finale.
Hannah Kalawa, the midfield creator, coming back in for Madison Travers, a freshman who put in a nice shift out there.
Along the far side and out. There's deflected back and forth. Throw in Westwood. That is sent up. Towards midfield, here comes DuPont. Nice job once again by the Hiller defense, keeping it out of the danger zone. Nina. Looking for Georgie there. Like you see a lot of teams do, Westwood doubling up on Georgie most of the time.
Doubling, tripling, and quadrupling is what it looks like. They're packing the box, which tells me that Skiba's probably going to give them a little halftime pep talk about getting it out to the corner. The midfielders and the defenders need to get a little more involved. Here comes Nicole Tedstone into the game, giving Joe a quick break. That would be the halftime adjustment I would expect to see out of the Hillers. They haven't spread the field enough. They're getting it too much in the middle, and then Georgie is just getting overloaded.
Nina sends it back. Gratsos. Clark moves it up the sideline and out. On the throw-in, Olivia Mason. Aired out by Nina. Off of Mosier. Johnson moves it back. Gratsos. Tedstone trying to get there. Scoots it over. Gratsos. Nina.
Yeah, good job switching the point of attack. That was one of Skiba's keys to the game too, is the girls need to do a better job of switching when they're in trouble like that, and they sure just did it there. It was really nice to see.
Johnson doing battle along the near side. Tedstone gets in there.
Tedstone getting away with a little bit of a chippy play there, but the ball was gone, so the refs let it go.
Nina. Here's Georgie. Oh, ran into a Wolverine there.
Yeah, Caitlin Ferreira saw Georgie squared her up and did a good job.
Looking to move in. Lost it.
1, 2, 3 Wolverines in the middle again.
Nina trying to get by.
I told you. What did I tell you? Nina's on a mission tonight.
Certainly is.
She's probably about 5'3" and acts like she's 6'4".
To midfield. Nina moves it back. Gratsos.
Really nice ball from Jules there.
Tedstone.
Let Tedstone run on that. Yeah.
Sent out.
Good job.
Emmalou sends it out. Throwing Hillers. 2 minutes, 20 seconds and counting left to go in this first half. Here on this wet and rainy season finale. Gratsos. Regular season finale. Recupero.
Threading the needle to Marin O'Connor there.
Here's O'Connor. Oh, count it!
What a shot!
Marin O'Connor pops it in!
Goodness gracious, Madison just took the string out of Marin's back, pulled it, and let it go, man.
What a feed by Recupero.
That was incredible, and not an easy ball for Marin O'Connor to collect, by the way. That was about waist height. She had to bring that down, and she had to find the opposite side. Boy, what a strike that was. It was on a string.
You just can't get any better of a feed than that. And then Marin O'Connor compliments it with her 6th goal of the season.
Second assist of the game for Madison Recupero.
She's up to 15 now. And she is leading the team in the assist category. Georgie in second with 9.
You know, that gives you a lot of hope for what can happen next season, too, because Marin O'Connor, you know, she's going to be a key part of that starting lineup next year for Skiba. And, boy, you just love to see that. Love to see that combination between Recupero and O'Connor there.
Absolutely. And just their passing, the precise passing you see from these forwards.
Well, and that was an impossible pass that Madison. We got to go back and watch the replay on that one because that pass was like threaded the needle so tight that, I mean, it was. I was thinking, well, it's just going to get intercepted, but boy, was that beautiful on a dime.
Well, maybe we'll get the replay system someday, but we do have graphics now. So
we have enhanced graphics for our viewers watching at home. I hope you appreciate all the work Tom's put into this. I was watching last week from a vacation, and I was like, wow, that looks so slick.
Into the box. Sent out. Well defended by the Hillers. Georgie sends it across. Mosier. Just past Tedstone. And she's going to race to it. Keeper is out. She'll wrap it up. And there's your first half after one half of play. A 2-0 lead by the Hillers. But, Peter, this has been anything but an easy battle for the Hillers. This Westwood team, they're competing.
No, they are. And I think this game is much, much closer than the scoreline right now. And as I said, I think Coach Seth Lucas, he should be praising his team right now, especially his goalkeeper. They've done a really good job back there just holding the Hillers. And really, I mean, but for that shot of Joe DuPont just being slightly high, it would be 3-0 right now. But altogether, I think the Hillers have dominated the possession. But in terms of just matching up defensive to offensive, I think Westwood's done a fine job. And I wouldn't put it past them to get one back in the at least one back in the second half. But you know, we'll see what the Hillers do from an adjustment standpoint. I think they need to spread the ball a little bit better, get down to the corners, operate down there, because Georgie's just getting clobbered in the middle, you know, as does happen quite often. Altogether, I think that both teams playing pretty evenly right now.
Well, it's an entertaining game. We have another half to go at the halftime break. The Hillers 2, Westwood 0. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM.
Let's try that session. Oh, yeah. And then come over. Everyone has to read the direction that you're supposed to go. Take a pass through the whole session. it, and try to switch the field to get out of it. You won't be able to, and that means we all have to shift.
Once against.
But that's how we're going to get the ball back.
Yeah. And that game was fun. They were down.
Yeah, they were down. Or no, came back 3-2 and missed the penalty, but that's one of the He's okay. Yeah, sometimes he gets on.
And the other players just stand there, he takes him out. He goes, but he didn't see him. I go, my God. I looked at him, I saw. Oh, you like
I know that usually we have a drop back half on stage. We really have a drop back.
They told me it's soccer.
Right?
I'm sure everyone on the field knows someone who is qualified or in fight. I was 14 years old. I was diagnosed in 2016 and never had a recurrence in 2015.
Let's stretch the lead.
398,000 new cases will be diagnosed in the United States, and 43,700 women will succumb to it. Women have a 1 in 8 chance of getting breast cancer. 2 weeks ago, I went to my checkup at Dana-Farber in Boston. The waiting room was packed, more so than I've ever seen. The nurse informed me that there were currently 240 patients waiting to be seen, having tests administered, or going through treatment. When I asked my oncologist what was going on, she informed me that breast cancer cases were on the rise. Not by a lot, by about 0.5% a year, which is still too much. Researchers are trying to figure out why these numbers are increasing. A general myth out there is that older women are the only people who have breast cancer. Because breast cancer does not discriminate. Many women can develop breast cancer. It does not matter how old you are. It does mainly occur in middle-aged women around the age of 62 and older. I was considered young when I was diagnosed. Some factors leading to a breast cancer diagnosis include age, alcohol consumption, high levels of estrogen consumption, genetics, dense breast, obesity, and family history. Living a clean and healthy lifestyle may be helpful to preventing this disease. Although there is no cure for breast cancer, there are always ways to stop it. Early detection is crucial. Ladies, please don't forget to get your mammogram. A mammogram saves my life. If something is off with your body and you feel alarmed, advocate for yourself. Go to the doctor no matter your age. Chemotherapy, surgery, or radiation are effective therapies, but they are personal choices. There is no one-size-fits-all answer. When you think about it, there are so many people around the world wearing cancer scans. Most don't have a clue about breast cancer. So I ask you today, parents, talk to your children, kids, talk to your parents and doctors. Know your body. If something feels wrong, speak up. Last week, I turned 60 and I see the best present ever. Something I've been dreaming of. My oncologist informed me she was looking for me.
Give her like 2 yards.
All the doctors, nurses, researchers, and support staff. I
I do. I do every one. But again, I'm not arguing with you. She's got different styles. That's what you gotta know.
which are desperately needed for more research of the vaccine.
Emma will be here. Okay.
You want, like you said, find a passing lane.
But if the pass is near you or like you're trying to see if you can like deflect it or just like stop like anything to not get directed to the first point of power. Like I know it's like
Defensively, one other thing that I noticed in kind of when they receive the ball, turn towards you, ball break, or you may be right on the goal. They don't want to try to just foul ball. Like, let them know you're right on that. Strike it as hell and go to the next play. Yes, it goes out. Right. We can definitely get a goal. We can get a goal from there. Let's get the next one, right? But bottom line,
who is that?
let's do our best job to get all the way to the field, really put pressure on them, and let's see if we can get them to turn the
Yeah, you can tell we're lining them up.
Heads up.
But at that point, now it's the last thing.
No.
Don't injure. Yeah.
With our range and everything. Let's score a goal.
Yeah, you guys have been playing pretty well against us for the most part of this game, right? So it's not like it's so one-sided. All right, let's start the same way. Let's start the second half the same way we started the first half, and this time let's score a goal.
Let's go. Let's go. And I think the ref saw that just to go down. When they're waiting.
Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields as we are ready for the second half. A 2-0 Hiller lead as we enter half number 2. And at the halftime, they recognized some local cancer survivors. And we're sorry we couldn't pick up the ceremony a little better, but they were a good distance away, but we tried to bring you what we could. Hillers in their home green jerseys, Westwood in their away white. We have switched ends and we are ready for the second half. Westwood will start with possession, working left to right across your screen as that is sent back by Isabel Hansen, and we are underway in half number 2.
Yeah, it looks like the Hillers started up with the same lineup that left the field. There you got Ted Stone in at the forward. That's a handball. Ted Stone in at the forward, and you have Mosier in at the right defender, whereas Westwood started with their starting lineup.
Tom Nappy, Peter Thomas on the call, Joe Frackleton on camera. A rainy evening here, but we just had to bring you the regular season finale. Recupero. Hillers trying to finish off an almost perfect regular season.
Good ball movement and good feed from Madison to Georgie there. Boy, I tell you what, Madison's got the shake and bake down. That defender is just watching her. Can't keep up at all.
And is it just me as her footwork just continued to get better and better as the season has gone on?
It gets better and better. It's not just you. And I'll tell you something. Madison, as we've mentioned on the broadcast, comes from a long line of excellent athletes. Her mother played Division I soccer.
Moving in now, up top, and it's just wide. That was O'Connor on the shot.
Her mother was a standout for George Mason University. Her father played college football. Her brother, Will Recupero, he's a international player, and he's just a youngster still. And her sister plays for BB&N and is going to Duke next year. So altogether, they are a very accomplished athletic family. But genetics isn't enough.
There must be some good competition in that household.
It is. What I hear is that after the game, Madison goes downstairs and takes a ball and just bounces it off the wall another 1,000 times. That's how hard she works.
O'Connor looking for Ted Stone. Ted Stone crosses it. Recupero slows it down. Looking to move in. Gets by the defender. And deflected away.
I mean, having good athletic genetics is only part of the equation. You got to work really hard too. And so when you see her footwork improve like that, it's because she's still practicing at home after practice. I mean, she's very committed to her craft, and you can see it on the field.
Moved over by Granzos. Georgie. And that's sent away. Mosier will take the throw in. Good crowd on hand here today for the regular season finale. We look forward to bringing you postseason coverage. We're hoping for a big long run. Hiller girls will be in the Division I bracket, the only TVL team that competes in that Division I bracket. Into Westwood territory, Ted Stone sneaking in. Here goes Ted Stone, takes the shot, makes the shot!
Well, that's just about being in the right place at the right time. Nicole Tedstone, she's got wheels, and you cannot forget about her. And it almost looks like that ball was coming through on a pass. But the defender lost sight of Nicole Tedstone, who snuck in there, and she just took one move to the right, found her spot, put it right in. That was an opportunistic finish for Nicole Tedstone.
Makes it a 3-0 Hiller lead at 36:29 left to go in the second half. I don't know if oh, there she is. That's her 5th goal of the season.
Pretty good production for a reserve, huh?
I'd say so.
5 goals. I mean, that's you're making a bid for a starting spot there. I am almost certain she will be in that starting spot next year.
I would tend to agree.
That was a nice touch she had to the right
really
side, wasn't it? She saw the goalkeeper sliding out, and she just took a little touch, made her miss. That was pretty.
Moved up to O'Connor.
Here she is
Tedstone
again.
Closing in. Defender gets in the way. Just able to cut her off. Along the near side.
Yeah, I think the defender learned her lesson. She's like, oh, she has a move to the right. I better try to anticipate that.
The entry out of play off of Westwood. Recupero. Nice moves there.
That's too much space. You cannot give her that space if you're a Westwood defender.
Alex Clark moves it up to McCann. McCann to Tedstone. Tedstone takes it. Oh, just a little high.
She's feeling it now, though, isn't she? Just worked it right across the top of the 18. She's like, why not get a second one in as many minutes?
And that was a nice shot. She was going for that top shelf and just a hair over the net.
So it looks like DuPont and Kulkarni about to check back in for the Hillers.
Back and forth along the far side. Mosier sends it over McCann.
Dangerous ball. Good job, Laura. Or Ashley. Laura's her mom.
Here's Alex Clark. Up towards Recupero. Westwood looking to work their way into Hiller territory. It'll be a Hiller throw-in. Just a little bit too much in front of Codrington there.
So Georgie Clark comes off and Marin O'Connor comes off. And boy, what a game they've both had, huh? What
Absolutely.
A game so far. We got Oniga and Joe who came back in.
Kilcarney looking for DuPont. Oniga trying to get in there. Codrington looking to move it up. McCann deflects it to Johnson. Recupero.
Look at, here comes the through ball to Joe.
Oh, almost got it.
It was pretty close.
Clark with the header. Sent up by Nina. Westwood looking to charge in.
Nina TZ in a little bit of a collision there.
Up top, Gratzos. Getting right in the grill of Hanson. We have an injured Westwood Wolverine on the field. 33:06 left to go. They'll check on the injured player. We hope she's okay. It is a 3-0 Hiller lead on HCAM. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. Injured player on the field for Westwood. And we are, it was number 12 who was a little shooken up, Olivia Shea. They're checking her out. Looked like perhaps an ankle injury. Certainly hope she's okay.
And on that timeout there, Emily Scaff comes in to replace Laura Mosier at the right defense.
Sent into the box. Header by Ratzos. Wolverines looking for some pressure. Recupero sends it up. Tedstone. Trying to break away is Recupero. Here she goes. Sends it over. DuPont. Tedstone along the far side. Johnson works it across. DuPont out in front of the net, and it'll be picked up by the keeper.
Very dangerous clear there. It was almost an own goal, but keeper was all on top of that.
To midfield, Nina. near side. Working her way up, Codrington sends it over. And a little too much there on that pass.
Westwood just desperate to get something going here. Just got to get anything going in the Hillers zone.
8 minutes into the second half. Throwing towards Nina. She'll send it up. Kupro flying up the field. That's sent back by Mason. Granzos. Back and forth we go. Kilcarney. There's Johnson moving it up. Westwood looking to charge in. Collecting it is Kalawa. Into the box. Yeah, nice job by Alex Clark.
Yeah, and Westwood's still running here. They're still running. They're still trying to make something happen. They have 3-0, but they aren't quitting.
They're a gritty team. I think you could see them do some big things in those D3 playoffs. They'll be in the D3 bracket. Or actually, it might be D2. I'll have to check on that. Nina. McCann. Kilcarney. There's Nina scooting it up. DuPont almost had Recupero.
But Tedstone's there.
And off the side of the net.
There's a good near post shot from Nicole Tedstone. Fotini Granzo seeing her first action of the game coming in for Nicole Tedstone. Not a bad shift for Nicole.
Certainly wasn't.
Getting a couple of handshakes from her teammates as she comes off.
She got one goal out of it, nearly had a second.
Indeed. Nearly had a third just there, too.
Uh-oh. Scoreboard went out. They got back up. Moving in. Westwood gonna move it back out. Nina gets in the way. Looking for Kulkarni. Naga sends it over. There's a shot. DuPont just wide.
Good shot from Joe DuPont. You know, what's interesting I've noticed today, she's been very good at picking her spots. She collects the ball at her feet. She looks up at the goal and goes, where do I want to put this? And then she just rips the shot. And, yeah, it looks like we're having a little trouble with the scoreboard there, but hopefully they sort it. We know where it's at. The refs are keeping official time.
Nice steal there by Recupero. Out in front, DuPont sent back.
Good win for Emily Scaff to keep the play alive there.
And there's a shot, a little wide there by Recupero.
Westwood's got to be careful. This game is about to get out of hand for them if they don't do something and tighten up quickly. Hillers are just teeing off at this point.
Recupero scoots it back to Nina, back to Recupero. Wolverines trying to look for something here. Nina slows them down. McCann up to Kulkarni. Back to McCann. Sent up into the box. And collected by the keeper. Nina. DuPont with a header. Gonna sneak it through there. Westwood just having a tough time clearing the zone. Scaff slows it down along the far side. Recupero back to Scaff. She'll move it up to Johnson. Nina to Kulkarni. They switch it back up the middle. DuPont. Gets it over. There's Fotini Gratzos, and that is behind the net. Hiller's trying to get everybody involved today. Johnson slows that one down. Recupero. There's Gratzos. Recupero putting on the moves. Fotini along the end line.
Good battle down there, Foe.
Still in play. And knocked out along the far sideline. Throw in Westwood. Into the box. Up top. And sent away. Deco Carney was going to have a shot there.
Yeah, this is
Johnson.
at this point, this is all Hillers, isn't it?
Into the box. Wrapped up. Yeah, the Hillers starting to get to this Westwood team a bit. It's just their ball movement is spot on.
So crisp. It's just absolutely crisp in this slippery, sloppy field and conditions. They're just still moving the ball around so well, moving off the ball so well. Look at that.
Nina. Recupero sends it over. Westwood trying to move it up. Slow down by Gratzos.
She's too quick.
Johnson.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Juliana Gratzos is my MVP for the season. She has just been a brick wall back there all season long.
Thomas tries to send it up. Getting in the way was Mason. Kilcarney. Putting on a move there, Kalawa, and that is out of play. Throw in Westwood. Olivia Mason will take it. Back out of play. Westwood will do it again. Carney to Recupero. Nina. There's Recupero.
Good run from Oniga.
DuPont, rather.
Look at
Sends
Joe
it over.
again.
Carney. There's Maddie. Set back to Nina. The rain's starting to get a little heavier as this game goes on. Johnson. Recupero moves it in. There's a boot towards the net, wrapped up.
Good shot. Nobody on the end of that cross, but still the Hillers are just maintaining possession through and through this half.
Along the near side. Getting in the way is Alex Clark. Hiller's just doing such a good job keeping it in Westwood territory in front of the net, picked up by the keeper.
Yep, just moving the ball around well, just exercising their options, running off the ball, and I mean, just it's all running through Madison, really. I mean, just like that. See that play right there? Just all running through Madison. Here you go. Look at Oniga.
DuPont.
Well done.
Oniga. And she's diverted. Along the near side and out of play.
Good job by Thomas to disrupt that play.
Aubrey Thomas on the entry. Ooh, scooting by is Kaiser. Moves it up. Alex Clark there to cut it off.
Smart play. When you're the last one back and they're on a jailbreak, just kick it out. Let your defense have an opportunity to reset. That's exactly what Alex did.
Throw in for the Wolverines. And Peter, if you look up there, the rain's really coming down now.
It really is, yeah. We're glad to be hanging out under this tent, but it is soaking the field and soaking the players.
Coupero moves it up. DuPont up the sideline. Ratsos moves it over.
It's a nice pass for Fotini there.
And we're getting some interruption with the broadcast. We apologize. It's due to the weather. Along the far side, out of play. Off of Gratsos. Here comes Westwood. Looking for something here, and nicely done by Gratsos and put out of play by Thomas.
Great job, Juliana. Way to break that down. That was number 7, Lindsay Bannister, a freshman, coming with a full head of steam right at her.
We're at the midway point of this second half. Olivia Mason on the entry. Alex Clark moves it up the field. Wolverines trying to work the near sideline, and a little too much contact there by Thomas. Free kick Westwood. Allison Wen set to take it. Towards the net, and a nice save by Ayla.
Good job of Ayla Chase coming off her line to collect that ball. It was a dangerous ball into the box for Westwood. She read it all the way.
Chase sends it away off of DuPont. Put out of play.
Looks like we got a couple of Hillers getting ready to check back in here. We got Georgie Clark, Marin O'Connor.
Yeah, here they come.
And Sophia TZ coming back in.
Did I see a 27?
Yeah, that's Sophia Zuganatis, but she is not going in at the defensive spot. She's going in at the right mid spot, which is the spot that she normally plays on her club team. So she's been an adapted defender this year, but she is typically a midi.
Off the throw-in.
Westwood player took a shot there. Number 9, Caitlin Ferreira. Boy, that was a stinger from Georgie.
Into the box, sent out. Clark. Scoots it up. Kilcarney to Thomas. Move back to Gratsos.
So calm in the defense. That's one thing that is a hallmark of this team. When they get the ball, they don't panic back there. They just pass it around and they reset.
comes Westwood. Kilcarney. Along the near side. And we'll have a throw-in. Up the sideline into Hiller territory. Bronzos tracks it down. Chase, a little too much there.
She had to clear it out. That was smart. She couldn't pick it back up, so just giving her team a chance to get back. That was a smart decision.
Cupro sends it up.
You can see the game has slowed down quite a lot as the rain has started pelting the field.
Yes.
It's just too treacherous out there, so both teams are slowing down just a little bit.
Georgie airs it out. Looking for a nice through ball there. Kilcarney. Thomas off a Wolverine. Good battle along the near sideline. Out of play.
Yeah, good physical defense there by the Hillers.
About 15 and a half minutes left to go in the second half.
I think that's, to be honest with you, that physicality. I mean, the Hillers are a much more of a finesse team, but they're going to see teams in the playoffs that are physical, just like Medfield was. And Medfield worked them into a tie because they just out-hustled them. And, that's something that the Hillers, when they go into the playoffs, they're going to really need to buckle down on that. Expect to take some shots, expect to give some shots back at the team. But the TVL, the only Medfield has really been a strong physical team. Otherwise, the other teams we've seen this year haven't been so much. But I do worry a little bit as we go into the playoffs about that.
Well, that's why I think it's good you get a battle like this right before the postseason. Good physical Westwood team, and it's a good tune-up before postseason play.
Yep.
On the free kick, Isabella Wen. Westwood bench losing their minds.
Westwood bench getting into it.
Out in front, Kilcarney. There's Georgie. Oof. Off a Wolverine at midfield. O'Connor. Wolverines looking to move it back into Hiller territory. Just under 14 minutes left to go now.
So Hillers need to get out of this without an injury, just so we're strong going into the playoffs. I think they will. That's the only thing when a game gets sloppy like this and the other team doesn't have a lot to play for, I worry a little bit about that. But so far this year, we've been pretty lucky on that score.
Towards the box. Keeper's out. She'll wrap it up. Airs it out.
Ooh.
Ooh, we got a trip.
That's not a foul on Georgie. Come on.
And
I don't know
don't agree with that one.
I don't know how that happens when the Westwood player fell on top of her.
I think Georgie's a little mystified by it. Header by Recupero. Anaga.
Joy Georgie with all kinds of time. She's the last one you want to have with the ball with all kinds of time.
Carney moves it over, sent into Hiller territory. Air it out. And here comes Georgie along with, who's 27 again, Peter?
27, Sophia Zuganatis.
Oh, Sophia Zuganatis.
Our
Oh, you have a
our
call.
analyst back here is telling us that someone from the JV squad stepped up. She's wearing Sophia's number though. 27.
We'll have to get
We're gonna have to get a ruling on that.
we'll have to get the word from Coach Skiba about that one. At a play.
We're confused, Tom, but it is not Sophia. She's a little taller than Sophia, so yeah, that may be a
it's
JV
very
call-up.
possible it's a call-up because
Yep.
you are able to add a roster spot or two going into the postseason. So more than likely it is a call-up. Off the entry, Thomas on the throw-in. It's deflected out.
We got our fact checker back here helping us out. Good throw into the box from Aubrey Thomas. Where is a Hiller to run onto it? All the way to the other side of the 18.
And sent out a play, throwing Hillers. Coming into the game, Avery Machad along with Yannalie Krantz.
Sophia Recupero, who has played all 70 minutes, getting a break. I'm sorry, Madison Recupero, who's done just a great job out there, and Emily Scaff as well. Just super good shift for both of them.
Nina moves it up.
One of our viewers has told us that her name is Elise.
Ah, okay.
So she is a JV call-up. Thank you, Barb Nye and Amy Thomas, our fact checkers on the broadcast.
Throw in for Westwood.
Elise Giacomi.
Elise Jacomi, okay.
Well, she's getting the call up here in the last game. Expect to see her a little bit maybe in the playoffs as an option. And, of course,
Yep.
expect to see her next year on the senior team here.
It's always a good honor for someone from the JV team to get the call up for the postseason. Top of the box, sent away. Just under 9 minutes left to go now. Hiller's cruising along up 3-0. Here goes Alex Clark. Georgie. Yeah, you can tell Georgie being a little conservative out there with the circumstances.
Yep, she's just kind of holding the ball and maybe trying to get a little through ball there, trying to make something happen, but not a strong sense of urgency from her right now.
And
Understandable considering.
along the end line, she's looking for the call there. It'll go in favor of Westwood. Joanna DuPont is into the game, as well as number 25. I believe it's another call-up we got out there, Peter.
Yeah, it looks like a call-up. Number 25 is a JV defender. That is Emma Prisco.
All right. Big thanks to our fact checker.
Yep, our statistician, fact checker. She's got a lot of talent, Tom.
Absolutely. Along the near side, Alex Clark. DuPont. O'Connor.
Look at Marin slicing and dicing.
Scoots it up to punt, and now along the far side, into the box, and sent out. As Lee Sagamore looking for the cross. And of course, when you get the turbulent weather, you'll have a freeze here and there in the broadcast. But for the most part, it seems to be going out okay.
Miller's trying to close this game out now. Just kill the clock. That's a very late call. Just kill the clock out. Keep the ball on the ground. Don't take any risks.
I think this is one of those games where the officials might not allow a whole lot of stoppage time.
They want to get out too. They're just dreaming of that hot shower.
Emmylou set to send it up the field. He finds Wen, and McCarney sends it back. Here's Wen. Moves it up. Yeah, nice job there.
It's a very good play by Emma Prisco there.
Yes.
She's quick, isn't she?
I can see why she's up with the Varsity team now.
Well, she just got on her horse there.
Thomas. Doing battle along the near side, out of play. Westwood throwing. Off the throw-in is Abigail O'Leary. That's deflected. Out of play. We're within the final 5 minutes of this game. The Hillers are moments away from improving to 17-0-1 and closing out the regular season on a very high note. Header by DuPont.
Look at them hustle still. 5 minutes left.
They're still playing.
Still making it work.
Along the far side and out of play.
That's Elise Jacomi, the JV call up there.
So a little too much in front of Jacomi there.
Westwood bench gets all kinds of props for the heart, don't they?
Absolutely.
They are still cheering with 5 minutes to go and down 3 goals. They are so excited still.
Gotta love the spirit.
Yep.
Rashad trying to get through. She'll take a push. Probably should have been a call there. Nina moves it up. Oh, that's going to draw a whistle. Really in favor of Westwood, however. I don't know if I agree with that one.
Yeah, I don't either, but that was Elise just playing. There were 2 players just going at it physically, and it looks like Westwood got the benefit of the call, but I don't know.
Westwood trying to close in, looking for one last attack.
Good break up there by Emma Prisco. Good clearance by Alex Clark.
Sent over to the far side.
I wouldn't be surprised if you're looking at your 2 center defenders for next year too, in Prisco and Clark.
Here's Jacomi trying to send it over. That just got by Krantz.
Look at Prisco's speed. Boy, she got beat and she came all the way back. She is fast. It's great to see some of this talent, isn't it? We haven't had an opportunity to see the JV squad much this year, and boy, they certainly. Well, now you know why they've had a very good season too.
I think it shows you this Hiller program is not going anywhere anytime soon. They're going to be around. A lot of good talent coming up through the ranks.
Nice job out there with Annalie Krantz.
Throw in for Westwood.
Closing out on the final minutes here of the regular season, Tom.
Final moments of the regular season, Peter. It's been a very fun regular season.
Sure has.
And we're looking forward to a fun postseason. And we'll be wrapping up pretty quick after this game's over to get out of this rain. Sent over DuPont.
Nice cross, Elise. Gonna call an offside on that one. Our viewer at home who's been watching us says, hey, JV still undefeated this year. So yes.
So we got a lot of talent coming up through the ranks.
And Elise and Emma are both sophomores. So yeah, they're playing up to the senior team right now, doing a very nice job out there.
Yeah, and they'll more than likely be joining the team in the postseason. Thomas sends it back. Back and forth we go. Rashad moves it up to DuPont. Good battle along the near side. DuPont crosses it. Up top. And there it is, the final whistle, a 3-0 Hiller win. Very impressive performance to close out the season, Peter.
And they are the TVL Large champs, Tom.
Yes.
Let's not forget, 17-0-1. What a season it was for these girls.
Your TVL Large champion, Hopkinton Hillers, close out the regular season with 17 wins, no losses, and 1 tie. A record-setting season for the Hopkinton Hillers. And hopefully we'll have a record-setting postseason as well.
Indeed, but you know, I'm just looking forward to hanging another banner in the gym. That is just such an accomplishment for what a nice group of girls, first of all. What amazing team chemistry they have. They play wire to wire, a game that is just beautiful to watch. And you know, I do a lot of pre-game interviews with opposing coaches and ask them, you know, what their keys to the game are. And they just all say the same thing, like, you know, this is just an awesome team to watch. They do the film, they see it, and they see how we move the ball. You know, it is, even if you lose to this team, it doesn't feel too bad because they're so good.
Right. Absolutely. Just loaded with talent. And they are certainly going to be hopefully loaded with some playoff games coming up in the near future.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens here on Wednesday when the schedules are released.
That's right.
I think they're the number 3 seed. Is that right,
That
Tom?
is correct. And we'll have the upcoming playoff games listed on our website, hcam.tv, and I'm sure you can find them on hopnews.com as well. But that is going to wrap up tonight's broadcast. For Joe Frackleton on camera, my broadcast partner all season long, Peter Thomas, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hiller Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.